Welcome to another video of Lord PeteyTV Plays. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a couple of dungeons here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what we do in certain situations and how we kind of fix them and went through it, how the bosses are dealt with, and so on and so forth. We're going to be dealing with multiple different classes. I would say it's going to be up to 5 or 6 different classes, but as of right now, we're prioritizing Druid and Monk, or I should say Balanced Druid and Brewmaster Monk. So please check us out. We're going to be doing a lot of other keys for other classes too. So we'll see you all soon. So we're into week 7 right now of Dragonflight, and this is, a couple of our runs we did. I'm going to be ending up giving you keys on, the Druid, on the Monk, on the Priest, and, kind of just what we ended up doing throughout the whole entire time on what we ended up doing to kill bosses and so on and so forth, and situations that we had. So thanks for stopping in. Once again, I am healing on the priest, trying to go through this dungeon. Now, the reason why I kind of laugh at when we're doing these dungeons is because, number one, usually there are people in here that are just overpowered, and they're kind of just helping me get through them because of, needing to get the damage and things like that. The biggest thing I will say from what I have dealt with these bosses, definitely trying to be what I can, do, is that there is some little bit of requirement. I make sure I try to take care of as many afflicted as possible. I try to CC them and things like that. Now, I will say that when I am healing, I try to make sure that I'm taking care of that as much as possible, putting, all of my power words out and taking care of bosses. Now, what I do laugh about when we do these dungeons is that I'm so accustomed to doing 18s to 20s that just everything dies like super quickly, and it's really not a worry or concern about that stuff. And even though it is a fortified week, it feels like there is no real difference. So we end up, just kind of the DPS just burns them down super quick, and I just kind of just keep people topped off, try to make sure I, take care of what I can take care of, even though I'm stupid and I forgot to bring food again.
Okay, I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have a macro for it. Never mind. Go.
No. I found that on a fortified week, this boss really doesn't do any damage to anybody. The hardest thing that I have to make sure I'm ending up doing throughout this whole entire time is just making sure that everyone doesn't die and, just putting little heals on them. So I'm putting renews on them. I do put a heal there, a heal there, here, there, heal there, here, back and forth. And, the boss eventually, just dies because he gets burnt so quick when he goes into his parched phase. So after that, we kind of just go through it, and I try to get used to the rotations, get used to how to heal properly. After a while, I'm hoping that I do feel like that ends up happening, so I can actually feel the damage is coming out. And I'm hoping to get my 4-piece, so I do end up swapping over to discipline, so I can end up seeing how that ends up feeling out also. Are you looking to support the channel? Please make sure you go to our merch store. The link is in the comments below. We have mugs, shirts, lots of cool things that we will love you to purchase and be wearing and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much.
Sounds like a player to me.
He said he was gonna do.
Seriously, what the hell is that micro weak aura at the bottom of your screen?
That is for
Advent thing under boss. Nice.
I got it. Calm your pits. Yeah. That is for my Vantis rune, which I don't have on the sky yet. I forgot I don't have a Vantis rune on the sky.
Were you planning on Vandising in here?
Vantis rune.
You mean an augment rune?
Augment rune, yeah.
How's the Vantis room working here?
I guess you can do it, but no, wait, no, you couldn't. It's only for raids.
It's only for raids.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool though.
Hey, I'm beating Dak. I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm actually very proud of you.
It took you almost the whole boss fight to catch me.
True.
Well, you have what, like 50 item levels on me?
Rumble.
What?
7 seconds, bro.
I don't need
It's
it.
not gonna
The
help
boss
you.
is dead.
As always, like I said before, full health. It's kind of full mana. It's kind of crazy how much, it really doesn't hurt. Dak doesn't take any damage whatsoever because he ends up, taking care of all that stuff anyway. He's just a beast, so I'm not really too worried. Now, Fortify is, the portion of this where I know that there is going to be a problem. So I end up making sure I take care of that. I end up making sure I keep an eye on what's going on and kind of just going through it all. And I just try to make sure that the other two, like Zaf and also Rumble, who is playing the Shaman, they end up not dying because that's the biggest thing. And there's times like we have these big pulls here where I end up, trying to make sure that that ends up happening. I actually used, the mini wings to kind of get my cooldowns down back faster because this felt like a pull that actually required it. And I did. I hit 100k, which was kind of surprising to me because I really didn't know if that was going to even happen or not. So I end up just taking care of that stuff here and there and kind of just going through it. And it's not too bad. Trying to make sure I get used to how these pulls are done and where those peak damage points are going to happen. And especially during a fort week where, that's going to happen more likely on the ads like we're dealing with here, I have to kind of get attuned to it. So this really is helpful to me, even though we're kind of just blitzing through stuff. So it kind of gives me an idea of where damage is coming from.
This boss here, look, is gonna be a test. Get him. I know you said test. I do know that. That's it. You dirty person.
As always, just wanted to make sure we partner with Sub2R for our gamer glasses, our green screens, our camera mounts, our cameras, all of those enjoyable objects that we end up using while streaming for our long gaming sessions to help increase our quality of our streams. So make sure you use Lord PeteyTV at sub2r.com when you end up going there and purchasing some of this amazing gear. Make sure you end up checking out our other channels. We have a sister channel called Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, which we end up giving you some specific gaming news that is popping up here and there throughout the whole entire week. And then make sure you're also checking out our Stories with Lord PeteyTV, where we end up giving you little short stories that he's handwritten throughout the whole entire week, which we think you'll greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and check those out. And hit the subscribe button here when you are ready. We're good. Keep going. We're good. I really thought that this boss was going to be actually a lot harder than what it actually was. And it really wasn't. The hardest part about this boss is myself keeping the afflicteds taken care of and making sure that people just don't die from doing something stupid. That's pretty much what I ended up doing. I kept an eye on everybody, tried to make sure I took the heals out properly. Dak told me he kind of threw a lot more heals out than normal than doing DPS, which was nice. And, everyone was able to do their proper CCs and take care of those things properly. And I ended up trying to make sure that, every single time that, like, AoE damage went out, there was as much heal as possible that I could end up doing. And, that was my biggest thing. And, I think that overall I was able to kind of do it. I was a little stressed because I wasn't really ready for most, but it was okay. And, Rumble died, which is not that big a deal. But overall, I kind of really had to take some time to figure out what the heck I was doing and kind of go through it and make sure I was using, my cooldowns and things like that, because I didn't think about using cooldowns during how this fight started. And now I'm used to it and kind of like, okay, I know I have to use these now at this place and at this location and at this location.
I don't like.
Dak, I don't know if you have the points. You might want to get them up just purely for the interrupts.
He's a paladin. What do you mean?
Where's you?
He's got about 85,000 interrupts. Yeah, you don't even need me anymore.
3,
We
2,
miss you.
1.
Nah, you don't.
I mean, a little.
She's just saying that because she wants to lust.
3, 2.
Oh, you're doing holy?
Yeah, because he's lazy.
Excuse me?
That's the lazy spec.
Holy
But
is
this-
probably harder.
It is actually harder.
I was about to say you're harder. No.
Three.
Disc is relatively simple compared to Holy.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of Disc and Mythic Plus is relying on Radiance procs to get Atonement out on everybody, and then you just damage.
3,
And then
2,
you use your free Flash Heal procs when you need to.
Are you?
You're pretty well there. Not me. It's enhancement life, bro. You should also extremely under level. So what happened? And get it out. I've never melee beat bosses, so it feels kind of weird. Like, yeah, having to get away and then come back. Focus on that, so. It's actually really hard.
I really thought that these ads were going to be a lot harder because of it being Fort Week, and it actually wasn't too bad. So Dak really took it really easy on me when we were kind of going through this, and we kind of just DPS them down. Not too bad, just making sure taking care of everything as it's going through. And, we kind of just burned through the ads like there were nothing. So I was very lucky for that, and I was very lucky for the team to have that ability to do so.
I like to kill for the weak aura. I didn't realize. Is it only weak aura for those in your inventory? I like this fetch. Yeah, we're monster. It's very chaotic. Wait, what weak aura did he give you? Give me one for the rune. The element rune. That's clickable. So like, it's a notification to tell you if you need it or not. Oh. I don't grind for that shit. What? I don't grind for that shit. Yeah. Usually I'd say I don't have it, but I did. It was pretty fast actually. Well, when the season started, because I purchased when they were low, I had 500 augment runes in my bag. Good lordy! How did I die? I still had like 300.
This is the one boss in the whole dungeon I kind of hate. So when we kind of gotten into it, I kind of had to take that mindset of, okay, I'm going to have to pull this here. I'm going to have to do this here. I'm going to have to do that there. So when we ended up going through it all and I tried to make sure I did my heals, I tried to make sure I was in a position to deal with the spectral compressions, because those are the things, or I'm sorry, spatial compressions or spectral, whatever you want to call them. Those are the things that are really, really going to be hard for me to deal with. So I made sure I was in a position where I was the one controlling them, especially with the fact that, it is me dealing with them overall. So, making sure I took care of the afflicteds, making sure I'm taking care of stuff like that as I'm going through it. Now, the biggest deal that I had to make sure I didn't do was die due to the stupid frost mobs. And you know what? Some people ended up getting hit with the frost mobs. Thankfully, I don't think I ended up doing that, but it was something I just really wanted to note in my mind.
Oh my god, what is with you? Not helping no more. Hey, whoever joined. Oh god! I'm gonna die.
Why, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I gotta have all this haste so I can out heal Pete.
Excuse me. I'm here to support you, okay?
I am too. That's why I keep healing you first.
Have you? Hey!
13% heals on me. How are you doing, Liv? I'm out of combat. I'm gonna get him up right now so we don't have to waste time, because we're gonna be so close to timer. What? Why are you gonna be so close to timer? Sarcasm. No, no, your boy. Nobody understands. Your boy. Your boy! I literally just got you. I don't even know what y'all are doing. 15 Everbloom. And I mean, he got a short name. I'm healing on the priest. My priest shit for bricks. Why would you do that? Less than time. What did I not pull? Did you pull the flowers after the first? Yeah. Because Pete freaked out. Was like, oh no, we pulled the ones on the left. No, my shield did, because I did it. And I pulled all the packs. Is it because I didn't pull the guy that packs left and right, really? Yeah. What the fuck? Hey, at least you don't have to pull a whole pack now. He is a ruin. The thing that's funny is he sounded so angry and disgruntled. God damn it, get off my lawn! Pete, the fleet has struck again. I had nothing to do with this. He does this every time in Everbloom, ironically.
So how do you keep yourself hydrated over those long gaming sessions? Here at Lord PeteyTV, we end up using Rogue energy drinks. That is what we use here. We end up drinking those throughout the whole entire sessions. Please make sure you go there and use Lord PeteyTV at checkout when you end up purchasing some of those amazing drinks.
Let me change my spec to Pete.
Give me the branch.
This last boss has always felt like it is a drag, because it just takes so long to end up killing and DPSing this boss. So the thing I really wanted to make sure I took a mental note of here was placement of everyone, and make sure I dealt properly with the colossal blow. Now that colossal blow will end up doing a lot of damage to everybody in the group, so thankfully it doesn't do that much damage now, and I can actually heal and deal with it. But as for, you know, everything else, it was very annoying to deal with. Now overall I was able to heal and take care of everything as we were going through, so I kind of just made sure I took that into note when I was going through, and I tried to hold some of my bigger heal cooldowns for, you know, when those blows came out, and also for when the you know, the Genesis happened, because I knew people were going to be running around, so I can use some smaller heals to kind of top everybody off, and then after that I can end up using a big heal to deal with everybody, because everybody was kind of closer. So I kind of took all those things into my note, into my head for the future when I had to deal with these dungeons.
Especially with the new 4 set.
I don't have any tier, so.
Doesn't matter. I just want to PI you.
Actually it does.
No, it don't matter.
He's better than tier.
They actually gave us a good 4 set for enhancement this season. I was very disappointed last season.
Maybe I should try it.
That doesn't look good.
No, Ascendance. Ugh. Fuck.
Turn, buddy.
What?
I'm spending all my Maelstrom weapon on healing.
I am trying, man.
No, it's not your fault. It's just my item level.
He has greens, dude. Greens.
I have mostly greens.
Wow, I feel targeted with that one.
It's pushing us back.
Oh, play more.
He's got a hospital to run.
Thank you so much for taking your time out and checking out the amazing videos that we are ending up producing here. Now, just a reminder, we end up putting videos out throughout the whole entire week involving our Mistweaver Monk, our Brewmaster Monk, our Boomkin Druid, our Guardian Druid, our Combat Rogue, and many other classes throughout the whole entire week. But please make sure you come and check us out. We are doing this every single week live on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube page here and our sister pages. And if you're looking to support the channel, you know where to find it. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic rest of your day.